Hi guys, I promised you that I would have a couple up now that I have a little bit of time on my hands. This one is going to be on a beautiful Santorini stone, white, beautiful, sparkling canvas. I'm lucky enough to have been gifted by Katie. I will leave the link to Katie's Facebook page in the description of this video, so that if you are in the States, you can purchase some beautiful little canvases from her. Now, I am doing the monthly flower sweet peas. I was going to do daisies because that is also the April flower. There's two of them. But today I'm going to do sweet peas. If you guys are interested in daisies as well, please let me know in the description, because I did paint one up and I recorded it. But I wasn't sure what you guys would like. So I'm going to try sweet peas out for now. And if you guys are requesting the daisies enough, I'll post that one in a couple of days as well. So I'm just judging by pictures that I've seen, because I don't know if I've ever actually seen sweet peas. I probably have, to be honest. I've been to lots of greenhouses. I've gone shopping to buy lots of plants. So I've probably seen them before, but I don't think I've bought them and brought them home. But they are definitely gorgeous, and they come in all sorts of different colors, and they're just so beautiful. So I've penciled it on for now what I think they look like. Definitely look up pictures of sweet peas yourself before you attempt my drawing here. I'm going to start with some classic green, and I'm just going to outline everything that I'm keeping. And then I can erase everything else once the paint is dry. So we're not going to worry about that. And if you don't have a beautiful white sparkling canvas like this to paint on, that's okay. But just start with some white. If you're going to do it on a dark stone, make sure that you do your flowers with a base coat of white first and then add color, because dark stones won't show off the beautiful pastel, soft purples and pinks that you get with sweet peas. So you have to make sure you have a nice white background to start off with. Probably 2 coats of white on your sweet pea petals, and probably on your leaves as well. I don't usually do white for my stems and my little curly cues, but for the leaves and for the flowers, I would definitely, if I was doing this on a darker rock. So keep that in mind. Now I'm just going to be picking some shades that I like, some purples and pinks that I like, but you can definitely choose what color you want your sweet peas to be. And like I said, just take a look at pictures online, on Pinterest, on Google Images, just to take a look at what they look like, in case you're not familiar and you're not able to learn from what I'm drawing here. They're very thin, beautiful. They look very fragile. They almost look like tissue paper, and you can kind of see through them. They're a little bit transparent, but they're so pretty and fragile looking. And I don't know how to make that look that way, but I'll do the best I can for those people who like sweet peas for the April flower. So you can't really see what I'm doing, but I'm literally just making sure that the green parts are all green. And you don't have to put your flowers where I put mine. I actually considered putting a really big one, like right in the center of all that green. And then I changed my mind and I just left it the way it was. I just want this very simple, minimalistic, but beautiful and really nice in the end. Once I resin it, it's going to look really pretty. So I hope you guys like it and are able to learn how to do this by watching me, hopefully. You could definitely pause the video and see if you want to do it the way I've done it. So I'm going to start off, let my green dry. And I'm going to start off with purple on this flower here and this one. And I'm actually going to use a paintbrush to do my outline. And then I'm going to use a blending brush to blend out that purple. And I'm going to add some white in there too, because I just want like certain parts of the petal to be much lighter and the outside keep it nice and dark. So I was using Perfect Pansy, I believe it's called. Let me see. No, Violet Pansy. But I will be using a little bit of pink and a little bit of Perfect Purple maybe. But I'm really just also magenta. I'll be using magenta, and I'm doing the same thing with each petal. I'm going to make sure that I lighten certain areas of it. And if you don't have a blending brush, I definitely recommend you take a look at my blending brush tutorial. I didn't realize this, but I have like over 230 videos now that I'm very, very proud of that you can watch for free. But just make sure you hit the like button and share as well, because that might help me in the future to be able to continue offering this to you for free. So I'm using some fire coral, and I'm probably going to add more magenta to it than anything, because I really like the magenta with the violet pansy colors. So we'll see what I do, but I just mix together some pinks, or if you're doing yours in like very pale baby pink and white, you decide what color you want to do your flowers, okay? This is just to give you an idea of what they might be shaped like somewhat in a non-realistic way. And it's just kind of like a pretty rendition of sweet peas. And you do what you want with them. I'm just doing the best I can, because I can't. When I first saw pictures of sweet peas, I was like, oh man, how do I paint that? So I don't know how this is going to turn out until we get to the end, but hopefully it looks really pretty. Now, in order to get that frilly look, kind of like really paper thin, I'm not doing straight lines. I'm doing like wiggly outlines to give it that frilly texture. So that purple outline is not straight. It's really kind of wiggly, because it kind of makes it look like papery, or tissue paper, crinkled tissue paper. So I don't really know how to make that look technically, because I did not go to art school. I am self-taught. I'm actually going to show you some pictures, maybe in my next tutorial, of some of my past rocks that I've done and how I've improved since then. So it shows you guys what you guys are capable of doing. So stay tuned for my next tutorial, because instead of there being a "what's at your desk" episode, it's just going to be showing you my old stuff, and to see how far we've come. And I know if you've been watching my channel and painting with me for any length of time, you have gone somewhere too. You've gotten better. I bet you have. I won't place a financial bet, but I'm pretty sure deep down in my heart that you've gotten better. So just keep that in mind. Every day you pick up a paintbrush, you will get better. Every day you try dotting, again, even if it's frustrating and you're impatient, every time you work on it, you have no choice but to improve. So keep that in mind. So I'm doing a little bit of purple, a little bit of magenta on each one. Some of them are not fully open. They're just little buds that are just about to open. And then there's the one at the top and the one here, this bigger one. They're like pretty much open. But I'm playing with the colors here. I wanted it to look like the petal was flipped up a little bit. So I'm just kind of going to work at it with white and pink and see what happens. Once again, I'm trying to keep these papery looking, like thin and not really dark. I want them to be almost transparent. Like you could see through them if you held them up to the sun. So keep that in mind too. And it always does help to take a look at pictures, at what they look like in real life, and maybe even look at to maybe help you a little bit on how to draw it out. You can always look at tattoos of sweet peas, just very simple tattoos, and then maybe that will help you with sketching it out. just some ideas from me to you because I love you. I hope you guys are celebrating Easter this weekend, or are you? Where you are from, or whatever, I don't know. I am having a quiet dinner with my mother-in-law and father-in-law and husband and children. And it's just going to be super quiet. We're going to get some cooler weather again this weekend, and it's going to be a nice long weekend for the kids. So we'll probably watch movies, and I don't know, we have a bingo game we can play. Lots of yard work needs to be done. We're having some really mucky messes in the backyard right now because our snow is melting and we've had like a few days of mild temperatures, but also a lot of rain. So it's like if you ever wanted to do any kind of mud wrestling, it would be a good spot to do it in my backyard. And I would provide you with a margarita. So yeah, it's going to be a quiet dinner. Nothing too fancy. I don't even know if I'm going to make a roasted chicken or a roast beef or what. I have no idea what I'm doing yet, but I just know we're having a quiet dinner. So I don't mind at all. It'll be a relaxing weekend. And I still have a couple of tutorials coming. So stay tuned to my channel. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit your notifications to all. I know that YouTube sometimes unsubscribes people and also removes their notifications. So if you're not receiving notifications of my videos going up, that would be why. So always check to make sure you're still subscribed and you're still have your notifications set to all. That way, when I post anything, you will be notified. And that's all. So I am sponging out a second layer of classic green on my leaves, making sure that I didn't cover anything that I wasn't supposed to when I was sponging out my flowers, my flower petals. I did go over top of some of my green bits, so I'm repainting those now. And I'm also going to get the gold out, guys. You know I can't live without it. So I'm going to outline some things with gold. And I'm going to probably add a little bit of glitter, watercolor paint to it afterwards, once everything is dry. And that's it. It's going to be really simple. You do as many flowers as you want. You do your leaves the way you want to. If you want to have more little buds coming out, or if you want to add like a sprig of lavender to it, you can do whatever you want. I just wanted to make it as simple as possible and make sure that everybody who's celebrating an April birthday is able to celebrate with this flower. And I just want to wish you a happy birthday as well, guys. Whoever's celebrating this month, happy birthday. I would sing, but I'm afraid that I would lose subscribers at this time. So I won't do it, but maybe next time. But yeah, I love to sing. So it's happy birthday just isn't my jam, but I will wish it to you when it's your month. So for anyone wanting a daisy rock, please let me know in the comments and I'll make sure to get a daisy rock out to you this week or weekend. Probably in 2 days, there will be another tutorial going up. So like I said, stay tuned. I've been a busy gal. So I'm outlining all of my leaves. I'm not going to outline like both sides of every stem. I'm outlining my petals, but I'm keeping them wrinkly. Don't make it a straight line. Keep it a little wrinkly. It's just easier to do it wrinkly anyway. You don't have to be so perfect. So I've outlined everything that I want to outline. I put one little gold strand down the little curly cues. And I made sure to outline every petal and every green bit. So now this is some of my homemade watercolor paint. For those of you who asked in my last tutorial, what is that? It's just homemade watercolor paint that I have. and I do sell it in my Etsy shop. And if you don't have any or don't want to make any, you can definitely visit Yuli Watercolors on Etsy. And she's also on Instagram. And you can get all sorts of different colors of beautiful color shifting metallic watercolors everywhere. So I am going to resin this, but I'm going to also show you some stuff that's at my desk. So I'll see you soon. Well, this one is a gorgeous, perfect little Lake Superior stone that I've turned into a peacock feather stone. So I've added some Swarovski crystals. It's still wet with resin, so I'm wearing gloves. I'm sorry that it's not dry yet, and I'm impatient and wanted to show you. This one's a gorgeous chakra stone or rainbow stone. And it was made from the molds from Happy Dotting Company. Make sure you visit Happy Dotting Company to get anything you need to start creating stones if you don't have any where you are, and use my discount code Rachel's Rocks Canada. Everything you need to know will be in the description of this video. Here is a gorgeous yin yang that seems to when you look through it, it's like a window to another dimension. I'm not even kidding. It is absolutely gorgeous. I love this one. It might be one of my favorite yin yangs. Lots of gold, lots of glitter, and Swarovski crystals as well. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you. Now for the main event. Ooh, this looks pretty under the light. Do you see that shimmer? It kind of makes them look even more delicate. I really like this. It's very simple. I found it easy to paint. Let me know what you guys think. I can't wait to hear from you. And I was so glad to be able to paint with you again. I just want to say I love you. I will be back in 2 days. Let me know what you think of this. And I will see you soon, guys. Keep painting. Bye.